#9 and I can't see straight. I'm hoping that I'll make it tomorrow, but right now I don't feel my face. Yeah. A blurry sunrise dawning, while we always up to the next day morning. And with all the chemicals worn out, made me feel good now. I be drowning in you, so thirsty. Couldn't care less how much it hurts me. Alright, but I'ma bite back now. Make you fall back. I keep going back to you. No more. I keep going back to you. No more. You're like a baby, you're like a baby. Back to you. No more. I keep going back to you. No more. You're like a baby, you're like a baby. All the voices in my head getting louder. They told me not to tell you, but they're itching for the powder. Got that blurry vision, seeing double. Yeah, I love you, but you're all trouble. I'd be lying if I said I didn't love it. Carved a couple holes in my heart, so fuck it. And with all the chemicals worn out, they're falling too far, falling too far. I keep going back to you.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. I'm a little bit behind on just about everything. I still got coffee brewing in my in the thing where the coffee goes. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you having a good one. So I'll need to grab that in just a second here. But yo, them class nerfs coming out, huh? The survival in particular, Philip. Yeah, dude. The fact that they decided to nerf Mungus Bite, my initial reaction was, wait. You nerfed survival out of all the specs in the game? Wait a second. And then I saw there's a nerf to Frost Death Knights too. I'm like, does anybody even play Frost Death Knights? I mean, it has some play. Like, somebody plays it. It does okay in certain raid fights, but in general, like, if you were to play Death Knight, you're probably tanking. And if you're DPSing, you're probably Unholy, because we've seen what Unholy can do in an Algathar. And then I'm like, okay, well, I got to do some research, because at first I looked at the comments of the Wowhead post, like, of the nerfs, and the reaction is visceral, dude. It's a lot of people that are just like, what are these changes? They make no sense whatsoever. But actually, when you look at all these nerfs, I can kind of see why they did it. The Warlock one is the only one where it's like, okay, this class is doing ahead of everybody else. They're trying to bring it down in power just a little bit, and they're trying to more thematically adjust the whole Grim War of Sacrifice. So you need to use a pet. That's what they're trying to do. What about Rogue? Any good? And plus, Rogue is still good. Rogue hasn't got changes. It hasn't got buffs or nerfs, which could mean that long term it could fall behind. It may need some buffs going forward. The tier sets look, they got a mixed reaction. I mean, the Outlaw Rogue tier set I think looks great, but I think right now from testing, the numbers and the damage it does is a little bit higher than normal, so it's going to be much smaller, or should be much smaller, on paper, unless they want to turn it up and it's just like they're messing around with some of the numbers right now. Grimoire nerf is only for Afi. Destro doesn't use it. Destro does use it in single target, like pure single target encounters. That being said, yeah, Destro uses the pet mostly in AoE. There have been sequences of Destro using it in single target for like Tyrannical maybe, but it's for them, it's not really worth the talent point at the moment. For Affliction, it is kind of like the go-to for everything. And their thematic thing is, what's up, goes about Hate of a Ben? Are you getting sick, buddy? No, this is what happens when I'm awake working on the video until very, very late in the morning, and then I don't get much sleep. But here I am. I'm not getting sick. No, that's literally, I haven't had my coffee or anything either. I haven't even had water to I haven't had nothing to eat, nothing, dude. I'm just here. We're just going. Last night was a project day. Today is going to be a project day too. Yeah, no, this is pretty normal. Cred said that I should have probably taken a day off because it's been a bit since I've taken a day off. Maybe Cred is right, dude. Yo, boys, let me hop on WoW. I want to get some weeklies done. I want to play some of these classes that are about to get nerfed. I want to get my weeklies out of the way if I can. But no, I'm chilling, Ghost Boy. We're doing good, my guy. Why above the AOE? Why not above the AOE then? I don't understand. It seems like they don't even play the spec. I wanted to say meme. You mean the survival one? So the reason why they went after the Mongoose Bite playstyle is because inadvertently, let me get the music back up and running. Survival 100 became a spec that actually, surprise, surprise, became a 2-button spec. That probably doesn't make any sense to you if you don't really play much Survival Hunter, but you're literally kill commanding and Mongoose Biting in pure single target situations. The amount of times you want to press flanking strike to build up some resources. The amount of times you want to press kill shot when the boss is low. And you're playing the whole like grenade build where you cycle through grenades to give you different buffs or whatever. The amount of times you press grenades, it's going to be in a 5-minute fight, literally single digits. Literally single digits. You don't really want to press it. That's why they went after Mongoose Bite, because it's such a good ability with the current tier set, you don't ever want to press any other button. Now, I do understand, like, if you're going to nerf Mongoose Bite, you're basically nerfing Survival Hunter single target. So if you want to, let's say, like, there's a couple of ways of going about it. You could either nerf their single target ability that causes them to play one single 2-button playstyle, and maybe once in a while include other buttons, but rarely, very rarely. Let me double check these right here. This setting keeps ticking off for me. I don't know why. It's like whenever I do a frame cap limiter, I do it on purpose so that my graphics card does not. With OBS, it has some clashes. Like if I don't flim it and I'm running OBS and it just like starts generating all these frames, I'm just like, overload. I can't do this. I can't do this no more. And it just like struggles. It actually leads to performance losses. But I'm done. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? I'm trying to get my coffee. That spearhead interaction, blissful to make it that. That spearhead interaction, but even when you don't have spearhead active, you're still in single target situations, mostly gonna press Mongoose Bite. People figured out that if you're playing with the current tier set 2-set bonus and the 4-set bonus, it's not really worth pressing other buttons in single target situations. It's really not. Like in AoE, you'll press other buttons when you're hitting like 3+ targets. But like in 2 targets, you're just spamming Mongoose Bite. It's actually better to spam Mongoose Bite and kill command, even if you're playing like the whole coordinated assault playstyle. It's weird. Like outside of, unless you have coordinated assault cooldown rolling where you want a kill shot, where you want a grenade, that's the only time. But when the cooldowns are down, you're just single targeting 2 buttons. 2 buttons. Not ideal. And this is why I think the spec needs a rework, like similar to Retribution Paladins. Because right now you're in a situation where you can run to these kind of situations, and I want the variety of gameplay. I want all these abilities to matter, but right now those abilities literally don't matter as much as Mongoose Biting and kill commanding. And it's weird. Is that a holy? I'm gonna play this as Frost. I have blood right now. But I want to play this as Frost because Frost apparently, Frost in everyone's minds, by the way, is F tier. And it has been for a bit. However, if you look at the actual logs, I don't want to be that guy, but if you actually look at the logs, this thing is slamming in AoE, in rating specifically. But this thing is popping off. Frost is apparently really good in raids. It is 3rd in most raid fights, if not 2nd or even pretty close to 1st. Kurog or Aeronog, it has climbed in ranks and it could just dominate that fight entirely. Terrace, it's actually really good in single target, like if you're a single target build. Primal Council, 4 targets for you to just breathe on with burst, you're top. Centeraz, actually not so terrible. Dathia, not ideal because of the timings. Kurog, you have 2 targets constantly, you're cleaving the whole time. Birdkeeper and Razagaz, I think it's because they just haven't got brought in as much for those fights, but most fights in this raid tier, Frost DK has actually been climbing. And I feel like over time, maybe it'll get better Mythic Pluses too, because people are seeing how well it's doing in raids on the 95th percentile. So it's not like it's a random fluke. Like, people that are trying to parse, and these guys are doing really, really well. I guess everybody else is trying to parse. It's kind of crazy. How do I get a nice guild and people to play with in new servers? How do you get a nice guild and people to play with in new servers? Well, nice people to play with, I go to you guys. I start a YouTube channel. I make YouTube videos that are that have people watching them. I don't even know why you guys do, but I appreciate ya. And I get to hang out with you guys. But to find a guild, I imagine the same thing as an A. It's all about like putting in apps. But it's a lot of it is down to people you know. Like, once you get into a guild, you get context, you get people that they know, friends of friends or friends of friends, and that makes it easier to get into guilds afterwards. Because right now I've been raiding with my guild for so long, and we've had people come and go with the guild. I have so many friends that are playing a variety of different guilds. They can put in recommendations, they can reach out to somebody, they can really like help me get into a new place. If, let's say, this guild imploded for whatever reason, which isn't happening, but I'm just saying, like, if Raiden Rainbows for some reason just like, all right, you already decided, call it quits, hang the hat, you guys can go all your ways, public logs and everything, I'd be able to at least talk to like 5 friends, you know, that I made in game, where I'd be able to like ask, yo, do you know somebody that's looking? Can you put in a good word somewhere before I even have to go apply? And I'll probably have a couple of DMs in my Discord that day of people like, hey, looking for a spot, or hey, maybe I got something for you. Hey, I got this guy you could reach out to that is potentially looking. Hey, you know, this is about your prog or your raid level. Might be something you could be interested in, and you would set up an appointment, talk to people. I mean, that's once you get in there, right? But if you haven't gotten in, how do you get in the guild? I say find a guild. Like, it depends what you're trying to do. Are you trying to like heroic raid, like casual stuff? I imagine like finding a guild in the social thing, finding a community or find a guild finder may not be a terrible idea. Not always ideal, but like, let's say you go for like, all right, let's say you want a raiding guild, maybe there's some dungeons and social stuff, let's say PvE, and you'll probably go like, okay, let's do a large community, right? Let's do a large guild. It'll kind of spit up a bunch of guilds at you that are on the server, and what you can do is kind of look at all the ones that have a pretty large community. Those are probably better established. Some of them have like a application homepage where they probably show like their progression, and you'll be able to get more information like that. But you kind of just got to keep pressing this right button and keep going off, you know, and just seeing 3 guilds at a time until you maybe find something. This is probably like a decent way of finding like a social guild that's heroic only mostly. And you could usually find like where you could put in an application. Usually like request to join a guild does not work. All these guilds would rather see an application or up down Discord with you and have a chit chat or whatever. There's usually some kind of a process if they're serious about it. But yeah. But if you're looking to get into like a random hero guild, it may be a little bit easier to get into if you're just trying to get your AOTCs, if you're just trying to get some raiding, if you're trying to get your foot into raiding in the first place. Finding that kind of community I think is a great starter. Casually raiding, seeing how it works, seeing if it fits your playstyle, seeing if it fits your schedule, if you can even make time for stuff like that. Something that's not super high commitment yet. Because if you want to jump into a mythic raiding guild, that's where commitment comes in. You want to make sure you're able to commit to a raid guild, to a progression, to all these things. You know? It becomes very, 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 very important at that point. Outside of that, we also have WoW logs you can make a profile with, where you can search for guilds and guilds can search for you and maybe even find you. WoW Prog has it, WoW Logs has it, Radar.io has it, and I would just use as many of those as I can. But if you guys don't have a Jelobo, I mean, man, hope you're having a good one. You got your friends that play with me. That's about it. We'll start learning the game. Yeah, that's a couple of few advices that I have. I will be honest, I'm a little disconnected from like a new player experience of finding a guild because I've been mythic raiding for so long, and the process is completely different. But I also understand that the process that a lot of the mythic guilds go through, of like how to get in a guild and all that, it's gonna be very different than like a new player starting off. So I will be honest, there is a bit of a disconnect with me, like, because I just don't know how that how all that whole thing goes as like a fresh starter player. I would need to make a fresh start account and look through that stuff, go through the process myself, and then I'll be able to give you a better of an idea. But that's about all I got for now. Gotta go, friends. Have a good stream. Thanks so much. Appreciate you coming by. Boys, let me get coffee real quick. Let me get water. It's gonna be 2 seconds, and then we'll get our dungeons done. I got a couple of characters I gotta get my weeklies done Enjoy Dance of Blood for just 2 seconds. Be right back, like 30 seconds. BRB. All right, we're back, boys. We are back. I got my coffee, I got my water. We're chilling. Oh man, Survivor feels like semi-functional, half-finished spec. Has so much potential. Even a minor rework would do wonders. Honestly, they're reworking Shadow Priest, and it's feeling pretty good for PvE content, and it has potential for PvP with the damage it can do. The rework Paladin Retribution doesn't feel like the same spec. I feel like they could take the same amount of effort that they put into Retribution, as well as Shadow Priest. And this spec could be much, much stronger than it currently is. I don't think it would need a minor rework. Just give the same rework that a Paladin got. Give it the full class treatment, you know what I mean? Star class treatment, boys. Join the Uber Kittens guild that randomly spam invites you. Easy. I mean, that is an easy invite. You would be able to get in the guild. Would you be able to rate progress? Would you be able to raid into dungeon with that guild? Chat, which class do we start off for the day, man? I want to get some mythic bosses out of the way. Let's play one of the classes that's about to get nerfed. Let's enjoy ourselves either some Beast Mastery Hunter, some Frost Death Knight. Has a Warlock done a key? I don't think a Warlock would mind done a key this week, so we could maybe do one of those 3 characters, man. Let's have some fun, yeah? Warlock, Hunter, or Death Knight. Boys, what do we start off with? All big Gear Week tomorrow? Yes, what is happening? So, wax on, I'll explain once we choose a class. Wax on, which class you want to see, man? Which class you want to see? Death Knight for Frost, Warlock for like Afi or Demo, or Hunter for Beast Mastery. BM? Oh my heart. Dude, Survival's getting nerfed, but like BM is getting a bigger nerf, I think, honestly. We can do Survival. We'll let the chat decide what we play. Because all 2 specs are getting nerfed anyway, man. DK? We do DK? Alrighty, boys. DK, yeah? You know it's gonna be a vote for BM. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Destra doesn't take Grimoire. It's too many points into 1 talent. Yeah, it's definitely worth. Yeah, Capstones? Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's just not even worth for them. At least it's worth the single target I saw. From what I saw, Jake, like Taros, you would take it there. But anything that's like more than 1 target, I don't think you invest into a pet whatsoever. Alright, we'll do Frost DK to start with. Apparently, they don't even run on Taros. I thought I saw a log where they did run on Taros. Hold on. No. Wait, maybe some don't? Are these like old logs? No, these are 1007. Let me look it up. I was pretty sure like they had like an 80% pick rate on that thing. Am I wrong? Yeah, they totally take it. They totally do. Oh my god. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this. Alrighty. All right, so this is, it's gonna look kind of awkward, but this is their talent breakdown for like all the warlocks. This is terrorist logs, top terrorist logs right now. And you can see like the pick rate on Grimoire is like 70%. Not all of them take it, but I think the top guy does run it. He doesn't. Oh. Oh. Top 2 don't run it. Why is it 70% pick rate then? Is it just like a trap that some people have fallen into? Alright, so apparently 70% people run it, but the top competitors don't. So yes and no. Right and wrong. True and false. Wow. I'm surprised actually. Well done. You were right on that one. Okay, so apparently Frost DKs are all about haze, by the way, boys. I had no idea, but apparently Frost Death Knight two-hander, all haste, man. All haste on deck. Let me see, make sure I got the right build for this thing. But apparently you're right. There's not a lot of DKs in keys. But there's a DK that just pushed to 26. I just want to make sure I got the right build. Okay, so he's playing into that Enduring Strain build. Grippy hand. Am I running the same setup he does? I think I am. He doesn't run the stun. What does he run instead? He runs Blood Scent? No. He runs Anti-Magic Barrier. I think a stun is really, really good though. But he also runs Unholy Endurance, which I guess is a defensive. He runs... What does he run? That. I got that. Runs the Obliterate thing. Oh, okay, so I guess I got the right build, more or less. It's just one stun versus AMS, which I guess could be good by its own. Yeah, so we'll be fine, I think. We'll probably be fine. 16 Azure. I don't want to do Azure. We're going to try to see if I can get myself a proper 15-16. Proper queue on this thing. Maybe no-cud offensive. Maybe I'll be good in the no-cud. I do have a no-cud apparently down to 16, so maybe they'll take me. Shot about... I wouldn't want to do 14, maybe like 15-16. Somehow I can kind of chum myself. Or should we do 14? Because I guess that is a blue gumball either way, isn't it? Also, yeah, okay, we'll do a haul just because I haven't got that dungeon done on this guy yet. So I'll do it for score. But that's a good one. Right, nerf is gonna suck for BM, but you'll see it plays out. So from what I understand is the spec should still be stronger than where it was in 10.1. So you still should be in a better position than where you were before. You still should be quite valuable and playable. Like, some even the Hunter community started talking about, like one of them is Shota. He hangs out on our Discord all the time, like in the guild Discord, and he's like a friend of the guild. But he's also hangs out in the Hunter Discord all the time. His take is, BM came out with the 1007 buffs better than where it was with a bow. Like, people that don't have a bow got a big buff. People that had the bow also got a big buff. So they gotta nerf him a little bit because the bow is supposed to like help. But maybe they could reapply those buffs again once the bow is completely gone. You know what I mean? But he said like it just like he didn't think that was gonna last long because it was like, well, it was crazy amount of damage that we're doing. The extra bonuses were kind of nutty, you know? Have we done a Shaman? I have done Shamans. I did like a Ruby Azure. I don't want to do Azure. I don't want to do Azure. I don't think I've ever gotten in a group with Azure. I was like, wow, this Azure is fun. Has anybody else ever gotten Azure where it's like, wow, this is actually really good? I don't think I ever have. Fort, Burial 14. Did we just do Burial 14? It has a weapon. Okay, we'll do Burial 14 because it has a weapon. It has a weapon, chat. And my weapon is still really... we're not going to talk about it. I need to get a new weapon from the new zone. I just need to get a weapon box and upgrade that. That's what I need to get myself close to a real weapon. Jesus. Lordy. Oh my god. We'll try setting up here. Maybe try setting up here. I need my chicks to set up with... Is it what doing the time walking away to the one box? Like I feel I did it on an alt where it gets a piece of S live for 60 to draw. Well, wax on. So the whole time walking gear and the big gearing week for the next few weeks with this reset, for the next few weeks, it's going to be a time walking week every single week. It's going to be a time walking event. It's going to be first start off with time walking for I think TBC. time walking for Cataclysm, and then it's going to be a time walking for Mr. Pandaria, and then it's going to be time walking for Warlords General, and then it's going to be a bunch of time walking weeks until May 9th, which is probably when the new patch will come out, honestly. That's actually very, very possible. So I'm saying it's probably going to be May 9th at the end of this whole time walking bonanza. We're going to go through time walking, cure up all your ults, then you're heading straight into the new stuff. What key is this for? Is this SBG? English Forest? Is that Drenor? I don't even know what these guys are. Drenor? Yes. Okay, so it looks like it is Shaman Burial Grounds. I'm gonna head that way. But yeah, so and the box has been upgraded. Normally the box gives you a normal quality item, like a normal raid vault gear. But these boxes are gonna see an upgrade where they'll drop heroic boxes for every one of your alts. And all you have to do is run through 5 time walking dungeons. Yeah, on my way. You have to run through 5 time walking dungeons, and you're good to go. 5 time walkings would take like 5 to 8 minutes each. On every single one of your alts, you got a heroic box, which could be a big trinket, big weapon, big anything. Anything that's not a tier set piece, but everything else could be on there. Anything. Heroic is a pretty sizable upgrade. You can get yourself the Grief Torch. You can get yourself the Dathi AOE trinket. You could get yourself a Razagath bow in your hunter, potentially, which has happened before. If you would try to get yourself a weapon, you get the 2-hander from Razagath. You can get the Intellect dagger or the Agility dagger from Dathia. Pretty good upgrades left and right, man. Actually solid upgrades all around. Are we summoning somebody else? Linessa, maybe? Okay, you'll summon. Cool. Actually, the +2 and 18 AV with the pre-made, but since it was a Depleto, but since that it was only Depletos, I think AV just hasn't been a great key for like, it hasn't been a great key for pugging. It's a key that you have to have a bit of a surgical approach with in order to maximize its value. Like, it's not a bad key, but yeah. Is the bow with all the just any more auto attack damage? I mean, it still is an upgrade waxing. Like, if you say if you're a brand new hunter and you got no gear available to you, right? You just get the character up and running. You're looking to get geared out quickly before the next patch, and then you do the heroic. You get yourself the heroic cash, and a heroic bow of 418 quality pops up, and you don't have a weapon to start with. A 418 weapon is basically like a crafted item that you don't have to craft anymore. Yeah, it gives you an auto attack speed thing, which I guess is cool in single target, but like, it still is a big weapon upgrade regardless. It still is a chance at a decent weapon for you to start with in order to get into the next patch. It helps, especially for like a fresh new character, right? You haven't been able to get into Mythic Pluses or raids or whatever. Get a chance at a heroic item when you got like everything that is an upgrade for you. It's pretty valuable in my opinion. Yeah, the bow is still good. Like, it still is a high ammo weapon and it's still good in pure single target. It's not like as amazing as it was, but it's still good. It's not terrible. I really should be running buzzing runes on this guy, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should be. Alright, boys. Big two-hander. Been a while, but this spec apparently pipes. Apparently does all the damage in the world. Apparently it is the greatest thing ever. I think I'm actually going to go really, really small here with just a Pillar of Frost. Into this trash pack. Oh. Just a Pillar of Frost. Agatha puzzle, dude. I gotta solve those puzzles ahead of time. Oh, it's healing. Oh, my numbers are on healing. Oh. Shadow Mend? Yeah, he's gonna end up Shadow Mending. That's unfortunate. I definitely feel like I need more haste. Because apparently you're supposed to be able to get through this obliterates very, very quickly as a two-hand Frost DK. You want to be able to get through as many of those as possible. Alright, let me set it to this. Oh, the damage is pretty good. Big up blitz, boys. As long as we can cleave stuff, we'll be okay. And if we sprint, we may be okay. We might just have to pull it. These guys are not going to be able to make it, my guy. Yeah, they're going to pull it. They have to wait. We'll just go, right? We'll just go. We will go. They'll have to stay. Okay, make up so many kill obliterates. Oh my god, dude. With tier, I can make up so many obliterates right now. That's so good. That's actually so, so good. Did you do Spider Pack next? Dude, we did a lot of damage on like a 5-pack. Just chopping these boys up. I love it. Hold on a second. This guy's having all the fun over here. All by himself. You can't have all the fun on by your lonesome. I want to get the spiders too. Alright, clear, go next. Clear, go next. 418 BM Hunter. I have a 418 crafted bow. It's a little better, isn't it? It's a little better than the Erasmus bow. Like at this point, it's better. But for a good bow is still decent. Like it's again, if you're starting with no gear, you're fresh new character, just got to max level on that thing. Like the bow still is an upgrade either way. Like I don't. The bow is like wait, you have a what 260 or 360 green bow or like 418 bow. Like that's still an upgrade. It's still worth it. On a fresh new character, unless you already got all the gumballs somehow to craft it. Which they are going to be what looks like maybe redoing the gumball system to some degree in the next patch. Which I'm actually kind of excited for. I probably shouldn't have popped cooldowns here. I'm just loving the damage. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have popped cooldowns there. Because then we're going to lust and I have nothing for this. That's going to be great. Are we just going? Not even waiting for the other guy? No, I'll walk through the ruin. I don't even care. Gotta wait until my cooldown's available here. Okay, I'm just gonna pop cities now. Probably not the most ideal time to do it, but whatever. Try to see if I can stay on the boss the best I can. Because many of these are blitz slams in here. Yeah, my damage on the boss is just like absolutely abysmal. We'll be fine over here. AMS? Because I'm kind of low. I also have AMZ. I should remember that I have that. Probably should have dropped that a lot earlier. Yeah, I probably should have done that a lot earlier. Actually, it's good that I did it when I did it. Because it was my cheat death. Will IBF it. Seems like the heal is struggling a little bit. It is a paladin. They're either insane or they're kind of not always insane. Oh god. Okay. I thought I walked out for a second. That was gonna be bad. Secret Redemption feels like it's way easier to master DF. It is not the most difficult one. There's still definitely a resource importance to it. You still want to be very, very careful with your resources with Frost DK. That's like the most difficult part about it, is the resource stuff. We just kill. Nice. Big touch of death. Yeah, it's all about resources though. It's all about learning how to spend your runes and runic power well. And try to see if you can maximize the runic power spending and building. If you overspend on runes, then you can kind of run dry, and you'll have moments of just like, well, there's nothing going on, and you can't really do anything about it. And there's, I guess also there's a bit of cooldown management as well. You want to make sure your CDs are all Gucci. So it's all about maximizing CDs, I guess. But a good portion of it, just watching for procs and, sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can maximize my damage here for a second. It's like you big goes. Every time you have a big go as a DK, you just want to be able to squeeze the most out of it. And I'm pretty bad at it, to be fair. But it's a lot of little micromanagement things that you do now. Previously, it used to be just like obliterate whenever it's available and frost strike whenever you can't do anything, and then howl and blast when all the procs are up. But now it's a little bit of more nuance with like your cooldowns and your buffs and your procs and stuff that could add a little bit extra depth. So Frost DK rotation is easy, like on paper, like the base version of Frost DK rotation is easy. It's just when you're trying to like min-max it, I feel like that's where there's a little bit of like more difficulty to it. For me? Oh, was it me? That's my bad, that's my bad. Apparently I pulled a little early. I guess when somebody was dead. What were we waiting on? The healer? Or were we waiting on the mage? Might have been the mage. Or maybe he wanted to do the double... The exhumer. He called me dumb though. I'm dumb, boys. Stun that. Probably don't want to do that, but okay. Okay, so this boss, I think I want to pop cooldowns in the opener. How did we get a fourth one? Where did he come from? So we got an extra soul out of this. Cut the bow, Razza deals 1,000 single target damage no more. Yeah, it's still really, really good to hit Razza get the bow. Oh, level experience? Yeah, also Time Walk is fantastic for leveling. If you're looking to get a character from 60 to 70 all caught up, Time Walker is fantastic for it. It's going to be crazy good leveling week. It's actually some of the fastest leveling ever. Do we want to do that? Oh, we made a lot of friends. Alright, I guess it works. Maybe they wanted to pull it for the Shaman? Are we joking? Hope not. Hope we are, actually. Hope it's just a meme. Okay, so I'm hoping to maybe get myself cooldowns back by the time the boss goes send us to the spirit realm. Oh, we're just pulling more, huh? Is he memeing? Okay, he has to be memeing at this point. He gotta be memeing. Oh, dude, this tank is gonna leave, man. This tank is gonna leave. You keep bullying him like that. Okay, we got full cooldowns available here. Wait, I want to do... that's so bad. I really need to get myself a better trinket than that. Big AOE. Oh! Big numbers. So if you can get yourself most cooldowns after you come out of the... If you can get yourself lined up with CDs after you come out of the boss's like soul phase, you come out of that phase with like 40% more damage. It's pretty nutty. And if you can kind of play cooldowns around that phase, you'll do a ton. You'll be super, super power, man. It's so good. Like here, it's a lot of pad damage because I was able to really just like cleave mobs down. But man, is it good. That is so good. So we are going to need this guy though. I can pull him. Yeah, I can pull him into the trash bag. Hold on. I can pull him. Or we can cap him. Okay, that works. I kind of want to be lined up where I can cleave everybody with my frontal. We are going to have to put that guy on the side, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Just got to kick on him. God, I have so many obliterate procs on me. God, obliterates for days, boys. I'm gonna blind these things. Slow him down a second. Stun that. Probably just kill it, maybe. Nice. But yeah, Frosty Coronation is not that bad for late. I honestly, if you want to give it a try, that would be a pretty good time to do it. Because even though they get a nerf by like 3%, the DK spec is actually not in the worst spot. Plus, it's really fun to play. In my opinion, it's really fun to get into. Unholy, I think, is a lot more effective generally. But if you like, if you want to play two-hander, if you want to play the dual wield Frost DK, like both those playstyles are pretty good. I guess the pulling. I really want to just get that mob, but like if they're gonna do this big of a pull, do a fun pull like this, I really want to be in there on that. We get big spiders joined in. Idiot? What do you mean idiot? With spiders? Spider pull so easy. Why is this guy calling everybody idiot and yelling at everybody? What is happening? Is it like... What is going on? Also, why did I die? Did it have dots on me? Death Blast? Where's Exhumed Spirit? Where did this guy come from? Where did that guy come from? Was that the guy that was in cap but never died? Okay, I guess I'll run back. I have no idea. I died to a spirit. I just pulled extra spiders. They don't do anything. Why me get called idiot? Has some insane metamorphosis AoE burst. Demon Hunter? Yeah, no. Metamorphosis with Demon Hunter? Yeah. It's huge. Meta, drop in. Because you could IBM Blade Dance, meta, IBM Blade Dance again. And you could do lots of AoE. Because like every one of your big AoE abilities is just a high cooldown. Or high value, but kind of a TD on it. Sounds like a person. I don't know. He's just yelling at everybody. I don't know. Called the, what is it? The Shaman an ape for walking over spirits. But I think the guy literally meant to walk over the spirits too. I'm pretty sure he actually meant to walk over those. I think it was on purpose just for like percent or whatever. Just so maybe we could like skip something later down the line. But maybe the guy didn't know. I guess it's a possibility. But like even then, like ghosties, we got a death knight. Right? Big grips. That's why I can't tell, like, is it just a guy memeing or if it's like a guy real? It just mean it. I think it's a meme. Honestly, it feels like it would be a meme. We'll grab the bats onto the boss or mini boss here if we can. We'll work down the bats instead. We'll work down the bats for a bit here. Hope we don't get to go falling. Okay, maybe the guy fell. AMS at ourselves. Actually gonna AMS everybody. Now the Paladin is calling him dumb. Okay, it has to be like a friend group, right? It probably is a friend group at this point. Like, I don't think it would be a random punk just calling each other dumb. What is this? It's just too comical. It's just too hilarious. Has to be a friend group at this point. A slash of death sweep of 120k. Yeah. Yeah, death sweep is huge. Especially if you get like the metamorphosis when you come out of meta death sweep. That's a strong one. That's a huge death sweep. I probably shouldn't pop cooldowns here, but I have like kill machine procs for days, man. Like I might as well spend them. I might as well use them. God, I got so many of those. I need more crit, man. I think I need more haste and crit. The nerf and frost up by 2%, so you're not really gonna notice it. But like when you look at the actual performance of frost, a lot of people assume that frost DK is like F tier. In raids, it's actually been getting a lot better. Like in raids, it's really better. You should try league. I think these guys are serious. I think these guys are not memeing with each other. I think you'll like it. Or maybe they are memeing with each other. I can't even tell, dude. Like, there's no way that's real, right? There's no way that's real. Okay, we got the big go here in a bit. I don't know how I live that. Did that guy fall? That guy fell in the water. Okay, we're tanking now. We're tanking now. Well, that guy fell in the water because he was too busy typing. No wonder.
Inhale. Get inside a puddle.
My single target feels like it's kind of whatever, by the way. My AoE was fantastic. Like, that feels great. Single target is like whatever. I don't think it's going to be a big number for me. I want big numbies. Anyone I can... Oh, I'm going to get hit. Stun. Oh, not stun. Okay. Cool. Not stun. Owie. 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 Why does that hurt so much? Oh, God. Why am I in pain? Okay, can I waddle to you and, like, not get... Okay, nice. So you can use Death's Advance to kind of, like, sneak around the boss and not get inhaled. Oh, it's so good. This inhale has a bit of, like, a frontal mechanic to it. You wouldn't know it, but it has a bit of a frontal mechanic. I think I'll save my master buff for... my master trinket for... at this point, the final boss. There's all. Whether or for Frost, though, like, if you look at the logs, Frost has been doing better and better than raids. Like, it's top 3 for most boss fights. Single target and AoE. That's only recently, but that's in the 95th percentile. Like, but it's getting a lot better recently. A lot better as a spec. Like, it's you wouldn't think it's that good, but it's actually pretty good right now. You got IBF it. Nice. And we're spawning. Where are you? Usually have dots rolling. Did it change it so you can't see the dots? That or Frostzeek does just don't show up. Most likely. It's slash, yeah, it slash is massive. I gotta play my DK some more. I've been playing them as a tank recently. Not as much as a DPS. We're gonna pop AMS here. Full CDs. Not a full, because I want to have a lot of big cooldowns for Nerfs. But we are gonna go for like a big AoE here. Obliterate, and then, yeah. But now I'm like trying to manage it on the DK, making sure I have enough runes for an obliterate at all times. That's like the most important part, so I can like cleave with obliterates. And that's I think part of the min-maxing of the DK is like the managing of runes. Like knowing when you should probably just hold on to get that killing machine proc, or if you should just pop an obliterate here. Usually it's like when you get a kill machine proc and you can bank one up, then you can use it. But otherwise you can just like hold on and see if you can fish for one. Fish for a proc or two. Alright, let me just clean with you. Alright, and... Ow. Probably is a little late. Oh, we're so dead. I can't see where I'm at. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna IBF it. Nice 20% DR, 40% DR, 30% DR. Oh. Big numbies. I did no damage this time around. The Warlock nerfs I'm actually going to be a little bit sad about. I don't think the Warlock nerfs are going to be Jake. Like, I think you guys are still better than what you were in Turn 5, yeah? Because, like, the Fellstorm nerf and, like, the Dreadbite nerf, that's going to suck for AoE, man. But it's actually, like, a bit of a nerf for single target as well, to some degree. To some small degree. It's not going to be fun. Oh my god, them obliterates. Oh god. I didn't realize I'd be hitting this boss for 120k each. Oh really? I'm dead. Unless I get a big heal. AMS. Ooh, gotta be shocked. What are we killing? This one. That was unfortunate, man. That was absolutely unfortunate. Are we dead? We're not dead. Never dead. Never die. Well, whoever had the stun, I wish they would have ran to me. I mean, I guess I could have ran to them, right? But I'm out here cranking the boss. B-res, hold on. Safe. You're safe here. I forgot that I can B-res. I don't play this thing enough. Okay, I'm trying to put you away from one of those runes. And it looks like the Shaman moved over. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mage friend. I'm trying to put you in the safe spot, man. Well, what's the space hot nowadays? Okay, where are you? It's gonna get cleaned off immediately. I don't want to deal with it. I don't really get to cleave here at all. I'm taking a lot of damage, by the way. How do I heal? Can I heal? I'm dead. Unless a death strike. Please, healer, help me. Help me, please. Do I got a death strike myself? Come on, Douglas, give me up. Come on, you can do it. Word of glory. Give me all your words, man. Pull out your word in the dictionary and make sure they're words of glory. Or word that is just glory. Give me the glory, my guy. Come on, you can give me a backup. There you go. There you go. You almost got me. You almost got me. I'm only 1 sec Reeve. You can get me over the top. You can let me reach. There we go. Now we're again. Oh my god, you guys need so many B-reses. Okay, we're going big dim. Holy big dim. And crank through this guy real quick. Crank through this set of bones. Oh god. Now we can crank through this rich set of bones. There is Nerfs. Oh god. Why is it so hectic at the end?
Watch your step.
Man, this is dying. Wow. 50 I like the damage it did. I will be okay with that. I need a little better than that. Like 80k would be ideal, but this will work. GG's. GG's. Good run, boys. Appreciate you. Hey, Brewmaster actually did more damage than the other DPS. All right. He said GGDK. Oh, dude, this guy's toxic. He said I said GG's, just like, hey guys, GG's. He said GGDK, excluding everybody else. What a toxic Brewmaster monk, man. This guy needs a drink. Cham, you're a bad and a troll, and then he leaves. Even the paladin's like, yeah, GGDK. They don't want to give this monk any kind of GG. Alright, I'm asking you. Oh my god, what was that group? What was that? Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Dan? Hey, man, hope you have a good one. Didn't the recently hotfix a Warlock talent bug where the pet damage buff was applied to yourself? Yes, they recently did, but they're nerfing the talents. Those talents that buff up your pet, that also buffed you, that recently get fixed. Yes, that did happen. But then they also fixed up something else. They fixed up what was it? They also fixed up, forgot what it was now. They fixed up so they fixed up the challenge that buff up your pet that will buff you as well, or instead, when you ran Grimoire Sacrifice. But then you're supposed to be able to get, instead of like a haze buff or a damage buff, it's supposed to be just a 50% damage buff to Grimoire. So they're also nerfing that as well. They're changing that to a 10% buff instead of 15. They're also nerfing Grimoire damage by itself by 15%. They're really trying to get you to play with a pet instead. It's interesting. Paladin gonna go tomorrow. Dan, the nerfs already came in. Were you, Dan? Were you there Saturday when we were doing 5-5 duels? Nerfs already were enabled then. The nerfs of paladins have already been in the game for a bit now. The paladin nerfs are not getting added tomorrow. They've been in the game for a bit now, actually. And paladins are still pumping. They're still putting in damage. Paladins are still doing really, really well. They're still putting in numbers. They're great. They're still good. It's only PvP nerf that's getting nerfed, if anything. Nothing else is getting nerfed. Only PvP side of things. But yeah, that's already in. They're still doing really, really well. Push it. My Chinese says Demos. I don't really care. Demo gets Dark Kick W. Command Demon's still going to be the strong, and it's always been there. Won't be the world where you Bile Scourge over them till probably like lead us to ditching some Felguard talents though. Oh, fair enough. Remember when that Bile Scourge bomb was good back in BFA? I still remember when they buffed it and like it was really, really strong. I kind of liked it. It was like just really giga good. I kind of enjoyed that for a bit. Had a break to my friends. They aren't actually a master player. I'm a player of Overwatch. It's funny hearing the pit of the voice kick W. Oh no, dude, why you gotta do him dirty like that? Why you gotta do him like that? But yeah, Dan, the Paladin nerfs have already been in the game. So if you're playing the Paladin right now, you're already playing the nerf version. But they're still fine because they're only nerfing like a specific burst combo. And they're nerfing some passive healing. But like active healing effects and cooldowns are still there. So a good portion of your survivability is still there. You're not passively just a tank. You have to be actively a tank. And also the burst is the only thing that's really got nerfed. The one-shot combo where you stun somebody. But all the other abilities still hit really hard. Like you can still Wake of Ashes somebody down easily. Like Wake of Ashes didn't get touched. All your Holy Power builders didn't get touched. It's just your Vanguard's Justice or Vanguard's whatever the hell it's called for Paladin. That got nerfed a bit. Because it no longer does the same bonus damage while enemy is stunned. And also you would have a Judgment where your Vanguards will also have a Templars. And you could have stack up damage for Templars. Those stacks also got nerfed a bit. Damage that would, towns that increase the damage of finishers also got nerfed a little bit. Or Holy Power Spenders rather. But everything else still hits really hard. It's just that one wombo combo where you have multiple modifiers stacked together. They split this up a little bit. So there's not as many. But like everything else is still really strong about the Paladin class. You're still in a much better spot and still very popular DPS. Probably still more popular than some of the other ones out there. Chat, what are we doing next, man? Warlock or Hunter? What do we play next, boys? Because the Warlock, I actually got the ring on the Warlock, and we could give that a try. Play some Dark Glare with Affliction before he gets gutted. Now, Jake, you'll probably say the ring is not a good for affliction. Normally it's true, but apparently the rings that I have are not that good, and the ring with a specific gem combo, fully maxed out gems, it's actually DPS increase like 2000. So I'm running the ring, I have it, it should be pretty decent. But what do you guys want to see next? I got Affliction Warlock, or maybe like a Beast Mastery / Survival Hunter. Maybe enjoy survival before it's get gutted, so we just could go from Mongoose Body into just whatever. I was gonna play BM for a bit actually, because BM apparently is just insane. Insanely strong. What do you guys want to see? BM Hunter? Because I really want to try BM before it gets nerfed, man. Because apparently they're doing some numbers, dude. They are doing rounds on people. BM is just incredibly good. And I'm also not great with it, so at least just a run or two. BM, let's do BM. Look at the BM out of the way. I also do want to see if I can send more characters over to the vaults. I actually been kind of having fun doing like the whole ring thing. It's been actually kind of enjoyable. Like it has a limit to it because it's not like an endless grind or whatever. It has an end to it, and you explore the vaults. And the vaults that I keep getting on my vaults are so different. So I have different little puzzles, and it's actually been kind of fun. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Solid bit of content, but it's not super grindy. I did get unlucky trying to roll for a storm gem that has AOE cleave, and besides that unluck, everything else went pretty smooth. It was actually pretty good. It was fun exploring and all that. And like the island is also really cool and fresh. It's new. All right, so we got ourselves a bow through 92. Not the Razageth bow, but still better than nothing. I don't think I have anything else that I could replace things with, do I? I think it's about as good a gear as I have. I'm still haste crit heavy. I think that's haste is actually a decent stat for BM2. Could be wrong about that. Try to get my weapon to go full on I'll try to get my weapon to go full on haze buff for me, because apparently it's got a lot better. Alright, I want to double check to see which talents you're supposed to run as BM. I'll take you guys with me. BM runs the best key combo talents are going to be the most popular one, I guess. So let's just go with the most popular. You got the D in Rage, you got the Kill Command, you got 1 stack in the Bleed, you got the Master Marksman, Piercing Fangs, 2 points of the Dire. Is that what we're running with right now, though? I might be. So we got points here, 2 here. It looks about right on the BM side. Spec side, it's about right, although they did pick up Rejuvenating Wind now, which is really, really strong. What does it drop for Rejuvenating Wind? No, not that. Oh, the kill shot crit damage, really? Okay. Alright. Alright, apparently it's a combo. Apparently you don't want to kill command that much. Alright, works for me. We got a group, or we got a combo. Now we just need a group. What key do I have? Halls? We could just do our halls, man. We could do our halls of Valor. I want to see if I can get into like plus 16, 17. I'd love to do like a chord or something. Jade is alright too. Hero. We could... I don't want to do another Shadow Moon. I just don't like doing the same style of key over and over. We could do... I was going to say Algathar, but that gets sniped really quick. Court? Let's try to see if I can set up for a court. But a while since I did on a good old court, man. Plus, court has a ring that I could use. You can run the key or need a key. I'm good for now, Kraken. I'm just trying to see if I can maybe join one. Have you ever played Fallout? Dude, I love Skyrim, I love Fallout, I love Bethesda games. That being said, Bethesda's been dropping L's and L's and L's on their games. I still, like, Skyrim still is a guilty pleasure. It is still is a game that I'll go back and mod. And Fallout, like, is a fantastic exploration game. Not great narrative RPG, but still, yeah, I like those games. I like Bethesda games. So, I'm actually, while I do a lot of WoW stuff, I'm actually kind of excited for their next project. I would love to play Skyrim, what is that, Elder Scrolls 6 it is? Redfall? But then there's also Star, what is it, Sky? What's that one starry one? The one that go planet to planet? I cannot wait until that game is going to be a dumpster fire, but there's a good chance I'm still going to enjoy it either way. Court? Okay, we'll do it. That's true, very true. Give us perfect balance of bug free. You're meant to be level 90 before you tutorial in Skyrim. Exactly. Dude, Skyrim is a trip, but it's actually such an enjoyable game. Like, just want to zone out and just run through a world, make a build, all that stuff. Like, it's fantastic. Dude, I got KSM. Get me in here. I got 2K score. I deserve to be in your key. It's only 17, 16, whatever. Port? Listen up. I don't know. Not Star Citizen. Outer Worlds? No, Outer Worlds is by Obsidian. That's the guys that made the good Fallout. New Vegas. Although I know what Outer Worlds, I looked at it. I didn't play it, but I looked at it. I wasn't really into because I watched a guy play through it. I wasn't really into like. I was thinking maybe I should buy Outer Worlds because I was like, oh, okay, it's Obsidian. They know their Fallout kind of style. Like, it's gonna be better. And then I looked at the guy play it. I was like, I don't really know if I'm not really vibing with it. Like, it's good. Like, I'm glad people like it, and it's like well written, but it just, I don't know. I just looked at it. Just something about it just didn't really capture that feel. I hope they still do more games though. I hope they do a remaster of Fallout. Vegas was the best. Vegas was the best work. Like Outer Worlds, I'm glad people like it, but I feel like once you do Vegas and how good Vegas was for the time too. Vegas was really New Vegas was really good for the time. That's what really is important. Like at the time, Vegas was insane. But yeah, remember Morrowind blew my mind. I didn't play Morrowind, dude. It's too old for me now. I tried to go back to Morrowind, and it's just the game is just it's definitely like you ever play a game and it's just like okay, enough time has passed. It's pretty dated. It's very very difficult to get into it again. I am that kind of a person. Like for me, if enough time passes, depends on the game. Like I can go back to the old Fable, original Fable 1, but like playing KOTOR, going back to play KOTOR, that's difficult. Going back to Dragon Age 1 or Origins. Pretty easy to get into. Not that old. Still holds up. Going to the KOTOR, I get it. I love it. Great writing, but it's so difficult to stick with it. It's just, there's a point where a game is just so dated that I will love a remaster. And I feel like remasters, like remakes or remasters, I don't know. Like some of those games come out well, some of them just a cash grab. I feel like if they're done right, it's perfect. Because it gives you like, oh, okay. You can go back and relive that experience or relive the game, or what they're doing with Resident Evil. I really like that. They're basically taking the idea of the game, but they're adding new stuff in, and it's just like, it feels like same game but new experience. It's good to watch. Like, I do a lot of WoW stuff, but I pay attention to a lot of other games out there as well. Let's start for the 40 that the game gets. The game scales with you, though. So I guess at least tries to be a challenge, but yeah. Instead of like a normal wolf in the woods, you're just gonna like, it's a hag raven left and right. Remaster would be awesome, for sure. Excited for Baldur's Gate? Me too. Oh my god, I love Larian. I love Larian. Larian, right? Larian, not Lariat. But I love that studio. I enjoyed the hell out of Divinity or Original Sin 2. My favorite game. I didn't really play the first one as much, but the second one, I broke that game from head to toe. It was so fun. Like, I feel like the peak of that game is when you literally become a Jedi, where you just carry a big old box full of boxes, and you have it over encumbered, and you're just using the, what is it, the telepathy to move it around, and just like one-shot things. That's when you hit your peak. I done so many builds in that game. It's super fun to replay with friends. It's super fun. Although I feel like whenever I replay it with friends, at some point we get to the point where we never finish it. It just kind of drops off and we just never finish it. And then just end up starting a whole new one with other friends. And again, we get to like Act 2 and that's usually where it falls apart. For me, a handful of sessions went all the way through. But a lot of them just fall apart by Act 2. Yeah, that was a good one. That was really, really good. Remake WoW. Honestly, like a WoW could use a bit of a remake. Because I feel like WoW has so much spaghetti code that causes issues and bugs and weird things. Like, you'll literally move a rock 2 inches over to the left, and now you can't enter Arathi Basin for one reason or another. Don't know why. But WoW has so much spaghetti code in there that if you make the smallest of details, smallest of changes, anywhere in the overworld, or really anywhere in the game, and that can just break other parts of the game entirely. And it's just, you gotta get through the spaghetti. You gotta unravel all that spaghetti. So I feel like a WoW, doing a bit of like a spaghetti, like a WoW 2, where it's the same game but just built from ground up with all the expansions, but like coded properly, so nothing breaks. You could probably optimize the game to be even prettier and really add a lot of extra features. Maybe even like, I mean, the gameplay would probably improve from it. Maybe. I guess it all depends. Like if they keep it tap targeting, it can't improve that much, but I think like the latency and precision of abilities and hitboxes could be like improved by so much more. Because right now there's like, you know, it's a tap targeting game. You gotta give everything a bit of a leeway. but they've been getting better at it, like precision on certain like hitboxes and ability uses. Like Razagath, well done. I never felt like I was unfairly breathed on by Raza. I'm either in the breath or I'm not in the breath, so I can be like really close, like this far away from breath, and I'm fine. But if I'm like in the breath, touch the breath, then I'm getting hit. And I think they did a really good job with that fight overall. Like in terms of like precision, it never feel like you're just like, I thought I was right outside of the swirly, but it's actually bigger than it looks. No, they did a really good job. They've been doing a lot better with it. But I imagine that would be a lot easier if you were to like remake WoW, like from ground up. Why can't I find a key? Halls of Valor? We'll do Halls of Valor, dude. I'm just setting up for whatever key I can. Why am I not able to get in to a 16, 17? You just shot him on the burial grounds everywhere, man. I just want to do a quick Court of Stars. Get me in. That's what I want to do. Like one of the double keys. Not necessarily no could. I kind of just want to just go on rails, just walk forward and DPS things. Could do a temple though. There's another court. Maybe to get us in. I am a hunter, so like BM is good right now. And less is good. I need a dungeon with a D and rage, with a like need. BM hunter. This could decline me before? I'll try it again, but like maybe they'll decline me. Who knows? I'll just do courts. Court, what is it? Plus 16, 18. I don't think an 18 will take me, but like just signing up for as many as I can probably would help. You know? If you're still looking for a key, a couple of minutes, I'm around 16 AA. Yeah, like if I'm still looking for a key and I can't get one, I'll definitely take you up on that offer. Let's try to see if I can get into a quick one. I'm trying to get all my ults out of the way this week. I won't sign up for Algathar because I get your Algathar worst to worst. I just want to see if I can get like an easy cord, because there is a weapon from cord that's good. I guess I don't necessarily need it, but then there's a ring from cord that's really good. The auto attack ring, and it's haste heavy, so I really would like that ring if I can get it. It's really good for survival. Oh, we got in. We're in, boys. Except it's just one guy. I feel like there's been sometimes like a group that I get into and it's just one guy in that group. Sometimes they invite you and then leave shortly and then just break a lead. I feel like that has happened to me more than once. If we try to imagine how much work it would go through to all of WoW and refresh it to make me shudder, I feel like it would be a huge undertaking. I think it wouldn't be that big a deal with Bailey. I mean, of course, it would be a lot of effort, but they've done that with Classic, right? They've been able to take Classic World of Warcraft and they took a Missa Pandaria version of the game and they kind of worked it backwards to make Classic a thing, vanilla a thing. So they were able to take like the code that, let's say, oh Fate, how you doing, my guy? Please join us. Let's go, dude. Easy key. Thank you for helping out, fam. Appreciate ya. But they were able to like work it backwards to make vanilla, and they cleaned up a lot of the code from like vanilla, working it backwards. They were able to clean it up so there was less bugs, but certain bugs they actually had to implement to make sure that it was a vanilla feel, because they basically asked the community, hey, there were certain bugs and certain quirks of vanilla. Would you want to keep those quirks as you play it, like as an intended mechanic, or do you want them to like rework so that there's no quirks anymore, no weird bugs, no graphical things, no none of that? Community were like, okay, let's make an authentic experience, literally code these bugs in. So they coded bugs or coded mechanics to simulate the same bugs that were back then, because the game was clean. They worked it backwards to make it clean. It would take an undertaking to rework every to vanilla and onto the current expansion. It'll be a whole expansion worth of effort. But if you were to run a separate project to rebuild WoW in a WoW 2, and you have a small team do it over like a year period or 2 years, while you have a main team working on new expansion or whatever, you have another team just working back and going back to the vanilla and rebuilding that. Then you sack TBC, working on that. Then Wrath, working on that, and you basically work them as retail, like in retail style, and set up the expansions to how it work in retail. And basically do what they did for Classic, but do that for retail. Build up all the expansions back up, make sure there's code, everything all perfect. Do that over like 2 years, a smaller team, but just like working on over time. Eventually you could make a WoW 2 that'll be kind of created parallel as they make a new expansion, new content. And then you would need to find a way to integrate the new expansion content on top of all of that. And then you could basically have a WoW 2, where instead of logging into WoW 1, everybody logs into WoW 2. Is everybody inside? Everybody's already inside. Okay, so just wait on me. But Paladin has gotten any PvE nerfs. Did they? No, Paladins did not get any PvE nerfs at all. Paladins are exactly the same. Paladins are still gorgeous and beautiful. Oh, I want to go to Night Elf. I might just go Night Elf once they do cross-faction guilds. I'm probably going to go more Alliance characters once cross-faction guilds are in. Let's see if we can get a Night Elf look. Possible. But yeah, so like I may like maybe what I'm saying is like unreal. Maybe what I'm talking about is highly unrealistic, which is a possibility. Maybe what I'm talking about is very, very, very unrealistic. But that's how I imagine it would go. Just imagination. But you could maybe like work the game side by side, parallel version of retail, work on the expansions, the older stuff, and then you would implement the newest stuff at the very, very end on top of it, and then you could have a basically the same WoW, but just like without any of the spaghetti code, and you could probably have an easier time implementing new stuff to the game. Try to see if I can get a Night Elf here. Blood Elf? Gnome? Please tell me I got one more. Ah, I don't want to be a Mecha Gnome. Okay, we're not doing Mecha Gnome. We're not doing Mecha Gnome. No. Alrighty. Also, do I cast Welling Arrow in AoE or do you just use it for CC, by the way? Chat, does anybody know? Any Beast Mastery mains out there? Because this does decent AoE damage. I imagine it's worth cooldown, right? Maybe? A rework like that would be interesting, but I think it'll only work. I think that's the only way it will work. Then we just need to put like a separate team. Basically similar to how they were like working on Classic while they were doing retail stuff. That's the only way they would have to do, they would be able to do it. I don't think they'll be able to take, like, it would be faster to take the full entire WoW team and work in the WoW too, but it basically wouldn't be getting any raids and new updates because it'll be like all hands on deck, I imagine. Because it's basically like an expansion's worth of effort. But if they put like a small team and work on it slowly but surely, then maybe over 2 years or something, we may be able to have some kind of a deliverable. Maybe 4, you know, but like a long term, it wouldn't be a bad idea. And hey, for all we know, maybe they already have something like that in the works. Maybe they already do. Somewhere out there. Okay, I need to not burn through my... What is it? The barb shot charges. You be a little bit more careful with those. Also need to do better job AoEing. Oh, you gonna give me buffs? Oh, dodge the cat! Oh, I'm a cat dodger! Oh my god, dodge the cat! Pet the cat, dodge the cat, pet the cat, dodge the cat. Biting to shot the cat. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, we're actually doing a lot of damage. Look at us. Look at us go. We're pumping. We don't have a lot of good gear or anything. Just owning. Wow, gaming. Gamers. Ow. 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 Sorry, this is a weird spec, man. It's so much like maintenance of a spec. You just maintain buffs and stuff. Okay, I could freeze that. Oh, got him. Don't hit it? Okay. You're gonna have to stun it. Pets, please. Oh, this sucks, man. Okay, pets, I want you over here. I want you fighting stuff. We just have to watch her. We'll just have to watch her. Hopefully she'll get bunny shotted. Or not. Okay, pets, please. You gotta get back in there. Okay, warrior got it. Nice. We'll just do this. Kill shot. I don't even know if I needed to. I kinda want to bunny shot buff these guys. Just to make sure I remove all their buffs. If I can. Also, barb shots are gone. Do a better job AoEing. Sound some real quick? Nice. We'll just keep AoEing for a bit. Gotta remove the debuffs. I don't know if these guys have a belf or whatnot. Looks like they don't. Okay, we did pretty good. I feel like I never really get to AoE there that much. But like even the AoE that we did get to do, we did it okay actually. If they took the entire team, it would take Overwatch. It would just be Overwatch 2 again. I mean, in a sense, kinda, but like it's. I see what you mean though. Can I freeze and trap it? Got it. Oh, I'm so good at this. So good at this game, boys. We're gamers. We're gaming out here. Just absolutely gaming. Let me remove the yo buff real quick. Wow, this thing does a lot of damage. I'm not even doing anything special. We'll stun that. Actually, let's set the pet at you. You need to die real quick. Nice. We'll remove debuff from you. Get one of these. Beautiful. Pulling all the eggs on one basket. Yeah, but like a better game like that's free of like bugs and stuff. Long term would be a dream, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be nice? Just having WoW without any of those like quirks. Ah, my bad. Sorry, a lot of people pull that, but like maybe they pull it because of people like me who just don't look where they were going. Oh my god, my health. I didn't dodge that. Because you can time it. I mean, you can dodge the cats. Dodge the cat. Pet the cat. Squish the cat. Oh god. Help. Okay, nice. We're fine. We're okay. Or Dusk Watchers. Wait, when you give me Summer Buff, do I even get the Summer Blessing? Ah! Do I even get Summer Blessing? Or is my pet supposed to get Summer Blessing? Because I'm Beastmaster. Like, do you even get value from it? Because I don't think I do. Ah! My health. Okay, pet gotta go. Cat's gotta go. Here we go. Let's just silence everything here. And botting shot it. Rain death? Yeah. Mad. I think I changed it through into entertainment highlights. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, I feel like long term it would be probably a good idea to do that for a while. But like, as long as it's done right. Yeah, doing like an Overwatch 2. It wouldn't be a WoW 2. It'll just be like, hey, a big update for WoW so it plays better, runs better. Maybe you can utilize your CPU, GPU better. You know? But like, it wouldn't be like a mad update where it's just a whole new game with new content, whatever. That's how at least that's how I imagine it. I don't imagine that I don't like new stuff, new content. Your classes are now action combat instead of tab targeting. I imagine it would be all the same. It's just it would play better and wouldn't have as many bugs. That's literally all I imagine it would be. Can anybody do the vial? That man is trying for it. I don't think we should keep this up. Oh, this guy got the totem. I just noticed. Look at this guy. He got the Bay totem. I need to go get it myself. Ancestor Might. I don't think I even have a torrent that can loot it or use it. Okay, big burst. Big damage. We have a priest, so hopefully the priest will be able to give us that, oh, he got that one? So we're gonna need to fail our P at some point. Oh, Hand of Freedom, that works too. But priest also can mass the spell. Oh my god. Alright, look at us, dude, pumping. Look at this damage, wow, look at us. So good at the game. And I wanna, nice. I was gonna make sure I don't burn through my barb shots too early. That's all I need. Could be sitting on them, but I also can't be burning through them way too quickly. Is it you that's giving me Hand of Freedom, or is it someone else? I think it might be you. Right, Fate? Probably Fate. Because we do have a prop paladin, because he maybe is probably giving somebody Hand of Freedom too. And maybe have the Hand of Freedom that can be shared with somebody else. Nice. Let's get the pets over there. Oh, let's do silence all of them. Big Dammy. Can't really interrupt this guy. Wait, now I can. Not interrupt, but debuff. Huge. Do you play FPS from time to time? Not as often, man. I used to a little bit here and there, but not as often. Not nearly as often. Last FPS I was into, I think it was Call of Duty, man. I tried to get into Destiny. Kind of difficult for me to get into that. I don't know what it was. Like the looter shooter aspect, I guess I'm just not used to. Do I actually get... Yeah, you keep giving me Blessing of Summer, but I don't think it actually does anything for me, Fate. I could be wrong, or maybe it does. Maybe that bullet didn't. But Trash Captain Gyarados? I don't think I get Blessing of Summer damage. At least I don't think I do. Oh, so this guy got gemstones? Yo, I want to get the gemstones of the warrior. I just read over the CPF down. Yeah. I'm just trying to be man. Just having some fun with it. That's all. I'll do silence first. Big silence in the opener. There we go. Huge damage in the opener. Love it. I gotta get better arms warrior, man. Borderlands. Oh, Borderlands was really good. Borderlands also was a good story. Borderlands was a good story. It wasn't like the whole point of Borderlands, like, yeah, there was a looter shooter aspect, but like you could still just get into it so easily just for like the story of it. And like the gear was really fun to get. And the humor was also really fresh. I looked into the new Borderlands. I feel like the humor is just not the same anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just jaded. Maybe I'm getting old. But it just does not feel the same. We're going to just use for AOE and stun. Normally just throw it out there randomly about I get battle pressing sometimes. Okay, so it's not like super like important to use it. Cool. Okay, so I can do the trap. I need to do a better job of maintaining AOE. Like just multi-shot. And just like holding on to my CDs afterwards. Oh, that guy got it? Okay, I was gonna get it just to be useful. But apparently I'm not useful. Borderlands 2 was my first foray into the universe and holds a big place in my PC. Really? Okay. Yeah, Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1 were all pretty good. Borderlands 2 in particular I thought was mwah. Actually perfect. As long as you went back and played at least the second one, then I think you get it. Playing through all the way through it was really fun. Yeah. Yeah, I still feel like the first and second in particular was like the best version. I hope Anthem will get a rework. Anthem? Oh no, dude, that game is dead in the water. Anthem by BioWare? Yeah, BioWare's been a... Dude, BioWare, I'm so sad because BioWare made my favorite games. Mass Effect and Dragon Age. There's still in Dragon Age, what is it? The Grey March, I think it's called. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I can silence. Big AoE. Bit buffed up, hopefully. Warrior just popping off. Yeah, I need to figure out what this Warrior's doing in AoE, man. He's just going in. He's just doing damage. He's doing numbers. I need to figure out what he is doing, because I really want to get better at Arms Warrior, man. Dragon Age was awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they will do with this next one. I'm hoping it'll be good. Because Andromeda was not the play, man. If you played Mass Effect Andromeda, definitely wasn't the play. I'm sure some people liked it. But they were like, hey, we're gonna have a bunch of DLC. Oh, by the way, we're abandoning it. That tells you the game was not doing all that great. I loved replaying through the Legendary Edition of the original Mass Effect games, though. Legendary Edition was definitely worth the value. It was just worth the nostalgia, dude. I enjoyed. That was my favorite $60 spent. I'm not even kidding ya. Because I don't have like the original games anymore. They were all on Xbox. But again, that and all the DLCs. Oh, it was good. I loved it. I'm trying to see how we could do a single target as a spec. I'm not doing great single target damage at all though, chat. My AOE is kind of okay to BM. Actually, it's kind of good. My single target damage is ass though. What do I do better, man? Do I just gotta Cobra shot more? Is that what I gotta do? Or is that like just cooldowns? I'm just not lining up cooldowns properly. Maybe it's a Bestial Wrath. I gotta maybe bank up a bunch of abilities for Bestial Wrath. And like during Bestial Wrath, I gotta go super like hardcore with my Cobra shot skill commands. And just go super passive outside of that. Maybe that's what I gotta do. I gotta basically just go super ham with Bestial Wrath. And just go super slow outside of that. Do you remember when Blood shit came out? BFA pre-patch, everyone tried their best to make sure the ability worked. Oh, Gushing Wounds? Yeah, well, you talk about Gushing Wounds, right? I do remember Gushing Wounds. Blood Frenzy, I think its name. Blood Frenzy? Either Bloodshot or Blood Frenzy. The ability? Beastmaster ability? Was it a trait? A stupid 1.5 minute ability for BM. Oh, yeah. That's still a thing. That's still played, actually. It's played in single target. But it's pretty good. But I think they buffed up the pets enough. But yeah, I do remember. Yeah, okay, remember Bloodshed. Yeah, it wasn't that good, though. But it's kind of like running Cobra. You would run Cobra, it would literally do 2 damage. Spawn a Cobra every time you beat Show Wrath. Or when you press Cobra shots inside of Bestial Wrath. The more you press, the bigger the Cobra gets. But even if you got like a maxed out Cobra, it did like 60 damage. When we were doing 200k DPS, it did no damage at all. Oh my god, yeah, I do remember it. I do remember, man. I do remember. Okay, I can't really blast her, but I guess I'll blast the last boss, yeah. Let's see if I can stun the pets first. They're not behind me anymore? They're behind the warrior? Is that what I saw? It's a little sad. Okay, now we wait until Bestial Wrath is up again. Actually, I think maybe that's what you're supposed to do as BM. You just go super ham during Bestial Wrath. And then you just gotta like wait and hold in CDs and just try not to overcap on resources. Maybe. Because now my damage is kind of doing better. Don't have AoE really. Actually, I feel like my damage improved there. Maybe it's just the cleave. Maybe it's all that cleave, actually. Maybe it's the kill cleave that's really doing the work. I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure. I gotta get better BM. Like, just to understand it better. Short sleeves? Okay. I wish I had more movement speed. I don't got none of it. I guess I go downstairs, yeah. Why am I playing Beastmaster Hunter? I'm literally slower than a Shadow Priest. So gloves, light vest, short sleeves. Gloves, light vest, short sleeves. Gloves, light vest, nope. No cape. Gloves, cape. No cape. Short sleeves, nope. It's gotta be upstairs, or maybe it's one of these. Both of them dark vests. Or was this a light vest? Potions. Okay, so it has to be upstairs. I don't think these guys have potions. Okay, so we messed up. It's gonna be one of these. Is this one? Okay. Cool. Got it. I think they on purpose found the one we needed, and then on purpose did the bad RP. Just to make sure we get the Skippy at the very end. But I really gotta figure out what this warrior's doing, man. I really want to get his gem combo to the big AoE, and I really gotta practice this thing, because I don't think he's even playing like a Bladestorm build, is he? Yeah, he's just no Bladestorm like big execute build, but like he's popping off, man. I gotta figure out what he's doing. But for this dungeon, I guess it wouldn't really go like big AoE. It would just go like smaller AoE, huh? Wouldn't really go big Bladestorm, because you just can't pull that many things. Let's see if we can get all the bats, or most of them at least. Stun. I don't have anything for the bat afterwards. I do have freezing trap coming back up though, because I don't think I could silence the bats or anything like that. And stun or freezing trap. Yep, huge. I got nothing for this one. So what we can say about that bat? It's just kind of dead. Oh, he's just dead. Big unforge. That's weird seeing Havoc use to gear haste versa in BFA and SL Nego crit mastery, because back then all you could do is just spend more globals and just do more damage with versa. Now that you have the ability to go for crit to give yourself a little bit more crit dam, or what is it, crit well, you have the talents that scale with crit, right? You have the crit increases crit damage, and mastery can be applied to other abilities that are not normally chaos damage, like all the magical abilities. That's the only reason why those things got much better. Also, this kill command animation is super weird. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, this is so much easier to bait, by the way, on BM. This is ridiculously easy. Because normally it's every other class. Not that easy. Every caster in particular, you have to move. As this, you could just kind of move and do a whole rotation without worries. Oh god, this is so easy. I remember doing this on my Shaman, and I'm losing DPS, but like my baits are perfect. But like this, I have no loss at all. Except for this thing. But that works. Perfect baiting. I'll probably defensive here. So I'll be chilling. Oh, okay. That was my fault there, right? Hopefully not. What do we get? Okay. Let's see if I can roll my key. Yeah. Anyone get a ring? No, just some breastplate. Some for a breastplate and a neck. Cord. Okay, so we got a cord out of this one. A 15 cord. Easy, boys. I mean, back then, too. See, yeah, it's pretty. It was. I don't remember how good it was back in Legion. I know that Demon Hunters were basically everywhere. I know that they were pretty popular for the most part. Nightfall came out and Motherboard CDR Legendary was introduced. I instantly dropped it and farmed the hell out of kills in raid. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Remember when Rogues got the crit Lego? The shoulder crit Lego? I think it was nutty, dude. I think we're just on a whole nother level. Vanish, get 100% crit. Kind of insane. Yeah, my damage as a BM is not great. That dungeon, I thought I was going to be doing better, but I mean, the warrior popped off. He did a lot of damage. The stones did a lot of work overall. Big whirlwind damage execute. I really need to get, like, figure out how to play arms better, man. Because I really am trying to play arms and practicing that thing. Fury, I feel like just pick it up so much easier. Arms is a lot more difficult. I don't know what it is. The crit shoulders of a rogue the other week on Farming Nighthold. Dude, apparently, so some guilds were like super strict with legendaries back in Legion. They were like, you need this Lego or you can't raid whatsoever. You need to get the Lego. You don't have it, can't raid. And there was other guilds that were like, yeah, whatever Lego you get is whatever Lego you get. We'll figure it out. Like, the Raiding Rainbows was one of those guilds, and they were still, like, getting CEs, I think top 100s for the most part. Most of Legion, but they didn't really care that much about Legos. And there was other guilds that were just like, just bring the player, not the legendary kind of mindset. But everybody had, like, different progression with it. But definitely was not a perfect system when it was super RNG. When you could buy the Lego and then upgrade it, was pretty good. But then again, like, if you played your main in Legion, there's a good chance that when you played your main, you had a pretty good likelihood of getting the Legos you needed. Because if you played that character a lot, you're simply just like, you'd had more Legos drop on that character, you know? Because I remember playing my rogue a lot, and the first Lego I got was the Ravenhold ring, which is pretty decent. It wasn't a best slot Lego, but it's very, very decent compared to like what we were running, the pistol shot Lego. But there was a build that run with it and was just fine. It was pretty close to each other. Even had our main since Legion. I remember Paladin, the ring which also cheated for us. A ring which also cheated for us. Did it actually? Hold on, what ring that cheated for you? Ended up getting all the legends on a druid and all the things. I'm getting full catch drops and all. Whatever hold ring was good enough. Plus, yeah, it was actually pretty good for a bit. I think the pistol shot still was a little better, but pistols did not cleave at the time, so it was like we only booked your single target. So Rogue's best Lego at the end of the day was like the Vanish Lego, where you could get a Vanish opener go. Gives you and blades you and bite for your generation. Oh, wait, that's actually insane. So you were just swimming in resources then, yeah? And if you use that together with the I-beam Lego for cooldown reduction, that's probably was a Metamorphosis cool CDR. That's probably really good together, wasn't it? Lots of resources and just lots of meta. But at the time, meta was only like a 4-minute CD, right? Or was it? Could you downgrade it to 3 minutes? I was pretty sure it was back in the age, like you could get it from 5 to a 4. I've never had a good head Shaman in my keys, but they supposedly meta, or am I wrong? They are really good, Mike. They are really good. Should we play some Shaman, boys? Should we show some Shaman gameplay from my boy Mike? Yeah, they're really, really good. Enhance is one of the top tier specs right now for M+. Really strong. So, Subcreation is a website that I usually use to find the builds that I want to do. Don't pay attention too much to the ranking system. They're not ranking like, oh, I like Proud Paladin, I rank it S tier. I don't like Bear Druid, I rank it D tier. They just use an algorithm to show you what's popular, what's getting the most success and runs, what's getting the most runs. It kind of gives you an idea like where the spec is in comparison to its alternatives in terms of like how popular is the Mythic Pluses, how well can it push Mythic Pluses. Like sometimes you look at Bear, like Bears can actually push the 27s. Like, can a Bear do 27? Yes, they can be as competitive as other tanks. Is it harder to do 27s as a Bear? Yes. Is it going to take more effort? Yes. Is it going to be less Bears doing 27s? Yes. Paladin is closer to 27s, but so can Bears. So it's like context is key. But on this website, it has Enhanced with Shaman as an A tier, above Outlaw Rogue, which Outlaw is in it's C tier right now. Yeah, C tier, no one cares. But yeah, Enhance is really, really strong right now. They're pushing keys, they're very popular, they do really, really well. I could get down to 3.5 minutes and ring a Crucible. Okay, yeah. 0 plus ring, meta 2 minutes 40 seconds. That's nuts, man. For because meta back then was like super big for Demon Hunter. Right now, like Monomorphs is like enhances your abilities, but it's not like a giga. But back then, I remember meta being like super massive cooldown. But like the long CDR was super justified too. Now you can reduce it quite a lot, and you can spend a lot of time in the meta as well. And it's like meta's just like it's just there. There's some shabby keys. I'll be down to do one. I'll be able to get one out of the way. I don't think this guy's done a key this week, has he? Because we could do enhancement, Mike. MKA? MKE? Can I call you Mike? Is it Mike? Or just I'm supposed to say MKE? But yeah. I do gotta get other characters done too, but did Shaman do a key? Shaman's already done a key, actually. When did I do a key? Did I do his resto? I think it was his resto. Was it? Might actually been his resto. Oh yeah, it was his resto. Oh yeah! I was trying out the new resto chain heal stuff. The resto Shaman's really good now. Yeah. You can start? Sounds good, my man. Sounds good. I gotta figure out where. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Talents have not been set up whatsoever. What do you even run right now as Shaman? I think I run the mana thing. Do I run Stone Skin? Do I be like a utility Shaman now? I'll be Purge, right? What do you do as a Shaman now, actually? Because I don't necessarily need Earth Elemental. Cudgel? Cudgel is sometimes good. Now, I have weapons on this thing, because I do remember getting... Oh yeah, I do have decent weapons, actually, on Enhance. Okay, so Enhance, I got a weapon here. Not the best offhand weapon, but it will do. Can I technically do a dagger? Technically, I could do a dagger. I just don't think it'll work well. Yeah, my trick is also kind of off. I do have the auto attack ring, though. And that's a little stronger because it got that socket. Okay, I think I have the hits actually put together, sort of, kind of. Just take Earth Ellie just in case. I just don't think there's a lot of times where I do want an Earth Ellie, though. Like, as enhancement, I feel like I have plenty of survivability. Like, the self-healing is kind of nutty on this thing. But it's generally not a bad idea, yeah. To take Earth Ellie. Just in case. I just feel like I haven't really needed one. Actually, what other characters do I need to get a key done on? Because this guy done a key. Has the priest done a key? Oh, man. If anything, I have maybe this guy done a key. I think the warrior's done a key too, but it's not showing up. I have maybe one more time for one more chat. For one more key, because tonight I got a pretty big project I'll be working on. I do want to play Shaman, but I feel like maybe I should spend that time doing another character that hasn't done the weekly yet. Maybe I'm playing the right build if I were to play this. This is my build. What do other Shamans play? Let's see. They're Chain Lightning? Okay, so this is basically the same, more or less, over on the class side of things. The spec side of things, they are Hailstorm. They are Wind Fury Totem, which I guess oh, they're not even playing Elemental Blast. Interesting. So drop LA Blast, but also you drop this. Storm's Wrath for what? What am I dropping Storm's Wrath for? For Wind Fury. Oh, okay, so you'd go back to Wind Fury. Okay. Interesting. Because sometimes Shamans actually just drop Wind Fury. And they don't even play Wind Fury. It's weird. But it kind of works. Okay, maybe we could do ONYXIA, boys. What's a quick key? Besides Chord. Link your icon for invite. Chord. Icon. Alt. Run. An icon? They're trying to get like a big icon combo in there. Chat, what's a fast key besides Chord? Is Ruby quick? I think Rubies are generally quick. I feel like if I do like a low-end key. I'm trying to think of this, boys, because I'm thinking like quick key, because I do have a big project you gotta work on. I do have a big video I want to be working on this evening. I don't take a lot of time. Maybe I should just go. Chat, I'm thinking of maybe not doing another key, because I do have a big project to work on this evening. Shadow Moon? Is Shadow Moon quick? I guess Shadow Moons can be quick, can they? Hold on, Shadow Moon. Shadow Moon. I just want to do like, if I do a Shadow Moon, I want to do like a decent Shadow Moon that can give me like, at least the purple gumballs. Shadow Moon 16, Shadow Moon 17. Like, that could probably be quick. I'd already do the Shadow Moon though today. I usually prefer doing variety of my keys. Like at least in stream, we do like one Shadow Moon, we'll do a Court, and then we'll maybe do like a No Code, maybe do like a Ruby. Because I feel like if I'm doing the same key over and over, I like variety. I don't know what it is, man, with me. I just like variety. Like doing the same key over and over and over and over. It's not that fun. Like I'm a rogue when I'm trying to get my 420s done for the week. Courts are easy. If I'm farming something from the dungeon, I will do it. But when I'm not farming anything, I'd rather do a bit of variety. You know, I'll try my hand in Algathar. I get a Ruby done. I'll even try, see if we could just if we just absolutely obliterate, or rather get obliterated in a what's it, Azure. But man, yeah. Milka? Is that somebody I know actually? I think I do know this guy. Hold on a second. That's a name I haven't seen in a bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm thinking just call it here, call it a little early, because I do have a big project I'll be working on this evening. It's been a while since I've actually called the stream early. But I think I'm going to do that tonight, boys. I think we'll do that here, just so I can get good food and start working on that project as soon as possible. And I'll probably even spend some time, maybe while the video is processing, while the project is processing, getting a couple zeros out of the way. M0s maybe. Maybe a couple of 10s on like low level ults. Potentially. But yeah. Boys, I think I'm gonna call it here, man. I'm just gonna park this character over in the vault. And tonight I'll try to see if I can get as many of these characters caught up with. But I'm also gonna prioritize. Well, I want to say is I want you guys to actually watch the project whenever it comes out. But like, I'm gonna be working on something. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it for tomorrow. Hopefully it'll work well together. If it doesn't, it'll probably just be a Duels video in the morning. But boys, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Sorry for calling it early on you. It's been a while since I've done that, but I think it'll be worth. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow, new day, new nerfs. Big old gearing day. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that before 10-1, whenever that comes out. Which, again, if that comes out 9th, if that's coming out 9th, that's going to be a lot earlier than expected. Go get your rings, by the way. If you haven't done that on your alts, get your rings. Get your, what is it, the vault rings. They're really strong. Really strong. Just about every single person I see uses those rings. Just about every single class actually utilizes them. And it's a decent upgrade. Not for everybody, but for most, it's a very decent upgrade. Plus, I have so much of this primeless gear for my alts, dude. I'm just gonna get full sets at this point. I gotta do that. The 9th is Dragonflight Mythic Dungeon Week, kick W. Well, a lot of people are even like Max said it looks like it's likely going to be 9th if they want to like make sure that the patch comes out and it doesn't collide with like Diablo. That everybody gets plenty of time to play the game and then plenty of time to also play Diablo on top of it. But you know, we'll see, you know what I mean? We'll see. Stormstone, 7-8% drop. My DPS, dude, Stormstones are really good. I want to do one with this ring combo on my rogue, man. I want to see if I can get that done. I think that'd be super fun. Just because I never get to do it on my rogue. Gotta have the good combo. And it hit trade dummies and it does insane amount of damage. Kren got it on her Paladin. She's just popping up with that thing. It's crazy. I got that combo also on my Vengeance Demon Hunter. And it's a sizable increase, man. It's so much of my damage. It's like, it's actually pretty good. It's not great for like snap aggro or really like healing. But the raw damage that it offers, oh, it's fantastic. Alrighty, boys, we got a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the wonderful, beautiful reset, and we're gonna be diving back into the raid. Hopefully, we'll just do a quick skip to Razzie, kill Razzie, see if we get anything good out of it. Maybe get our mount finally, and maybe this time around we could finally play Outlaw for Razagath using the new gems. Alrighty, boys, have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
reunite. Oh, I'm digging.